Hey, picture this. Everyone's buzzing about Unreal Engine 5. Developers, publishers, the whole gang. It's like the cool new gadget that everyone wants. Developers love it because it's simpler than building their own engines from scratch. Publishers adore it because it makes their games look shiny in trailers and lets them hire outside teams easily. But here's the flip side. We, the gamers, end up with a bigger problem. These fancy visuals demand super powerful computers that cost a fortune. Remember when you could snag a sweet gaming rig for a few $100? Now you might need to take out a small loan just to play the latest titles smoothly. So while UE5 speeds things up behind the scenes, we're stuck worrying about frame rate drops, overheating rigs, and whether our ancient graphics cards can even handle it. In the end, the engine's perks for creators can feel like a raw deal for players. Imagine all the biggest game studios packing up their old toys and jumping onto the UE5 train. CD Projekt Red, the folks behind The Witcher, ditched their own Red engine for UE5 when making The Witcher 4. Then there's the Mafia team. Bye-bye, in-house engine. Hello, Unreal. Even Microsoft's Halo studio said, "See ya" to their custom engine and said, "Yes please" to UE5 for future Halo games. BioWare, the brains behind Mass Effect, is trading Frostbite for UE5, and they've got plenty of drama there. But that's another story. Crystal Dynamics is building the next Tomb Raider in UE5, and GSC Game World is doing the same for STL-KER 2. It's like every big name decided UE5 is the new cool club, leaving their old engines gathering dust. Here's a twist. Epic Games, the makers of UE5, take a slice of every game's sales if it uses their engine. That's like paying rent on your own house. Over time, Epic's cut adds up, and they get to say, "Nope, you can't use that word in your code," banning terms like master, slave, or blacklist because they might offend someone. They even suggest tossing out guys and poor man's this or that. Sure, being respectful is great, but when a company that pockets money from your game sales starts policing your code, it feels like Big Brother is watching your every keystroke. If a developer slips up, Epic could yank their license and shut the whole game down. That power imbalance, yeah, it's a little scary. Imagine you're part of a giant team where each person has one tiny job, like making leaves on trees or designing one character's boots. If everyone sticks to the just make it look real rule, no one gets to flex their creative muscles. UE5 hands you thousands of pre-made assets, so it's tempting to grab and go, but that convenience can kill passion. Instead of dreaming up cool, painted-style forests or cartoonish NPCs, teams pick standard assets and call it a day. The result? A world that looks technically perfect, but feels soulless. It's like mass-produced furniture. All the pieces fit, but none of them feel special. When creativity takes a backseat, games lose their spark. UE5 is loaded with flashy toys, fancy shaders, dynamic lighting, post-processing effects. But here's the catch. You need deep engine knowledge to use them well. Many teams don't bother learning the nitty-gritty and just sprinkle these effects everywhere. The outcome? A game that looks stunning in trailers but chugs like a shopping cart uphill when you actually play. Your PC fans go wild, frame rates plummet, and you're stuck tweaking settings just to get a steady 30 FPS. It's like buying a sports car with no manual. You've got the horsepower but no idea how to drive it. Proper optimization takes time and skill, and when studios skip that step, players pay the price. Have you ever played a game where the characters move like they're wading through molasses? That's the clunky feeling many UE5 games share. Controls feel stiff, animations don't flow, and actions respond just a split second too late. Older engines, like the one behind the original Call of Duty, had a smooth, snappy vibe that made every shot and jump feel crisp. UE5 titles sometimes lack that finesse, even if they hit 60 FPS. It's like comparing a classic sports car with a souped-up sedan. Both can be fast, but one just feels more thrilling to drive. When gameplay doesn't feel right, even the coolest graphics can't save the experience. 10 years ago, games already looked pretty great. Sure, they didn't have every hair strand rendered, but they had style and ran smoothly. Now, studios pour extra years into cramming in more polygons and textures, chasing ultra-realism. But is it worth it? If players can't tell the difference or if the game runs poorly, why spend all that time? It's like upgrading your phone's camera to 200 megapixels when most people won't notice beyond 12. Meanwhile, time spent on optimizing, bug fixing, and crafting cool gameplay ideas gets cut short. Developers need to ask, are these fancy graphics making our game better or just prettier? Think of the gaming world as a buffet. You want tacos, sushi, burgers, lots of choices. But if every chef uses the same recipe, the menu gets boring. UE5's popularity means fewer unique engines, so fewer unique styles. Sure, you can make cartoonish games or pixel art in UE5, but many don't bother. They stick to the shiny photorealistic path because it's easy. As a result, we risk a diversity crisis, where every new release looks and feels like the last one. That sameness dulls our excitement and makes it harder to discover fresh, surprising experiences.